well, twice is just as nice. That's our motto tonight. The first time, for some reason, I gotta tell you, it got a little jammed up in here. So you know what? Me and Ashley are like, no, we shall not stop. We are going to come back. Take 2. So what it cut off as. So, then we went into the news, which, oh Lord, it was a humdinger, and it's a good thing you missed it. I mean, it's horrible that you missed it, right, Ash?
Mm.
So it was just, I think it was God intervening, Ashley. That's all I'm saying. No.
Mm.
What?
But anyways.
Okay.
With our gun show, we're talking about why guns are, could be possessed or haunted or imprinted with anybody else. The thing with that is anybody who has a gun, you'll notice they're more manlier, and they usually don't talk about spirits. And if they do, you have to get them alone, and they're just awkward about that type of thing. It's the same thing with the actually haunted junkyards. Not a lot of people bring that type of aspect in that, but if you think about it, the guns take away your life in an instant. So why wouldn't you haunt a gun or a bullet or some sort of thing like that? And we're going to talk about stories that we had to dig deep for to try to find about the haunting of the guns. And the big idea about the whole haunted guns or anything would be the Winchester House. And that was actually the movie that just came out of how the heir to the people who made the guns were actually haunted by whoever was killed by the guns. And different stories were different ways of a psychic. She went to a psychic, and the psychic said the day you stop building on this house is the day you're going to die. And that was one way to think of it. She kept on building to try to get away from the spirits. And the movie, and a different way of it, was that when she built, she made the spirits happy.
Also brought in the aspect of what we were thinking is while we were there was it because, now this doesn't mean it's like this in real life. In real life, she just thought she would appease the ghost as she was building it. And a psychic told her that when she stopped, then it would stop. When she stopped, then she would die or something like that. What is it?
Yeah, that she would die when it stopped building.
Yeah. So some believe that the spirits actually built that house. Now, the thing that was really cool, there was a part in the movie where she went in and she probably wouldn't have built that house. So that was something that we were really looking into. We thought that was a different aspect of it because her daughter I don't think it was her daughter or her niece, wasn't gifted, but then I think her great nephew or something was. But the thing that just got us is if that was in real life, which is a movie, so you got to take it to what it is, it would have been kind of cool. It would have been mediumship that she was doing. She was doing automatic writing, which is crazy. And we were talking a little bit before we got cut off that we were actually starting to do a lot more spiritual things because we want to take it back around, right, Ash?
Yeah, we want to take it back to the beginning. You can always, once it starts getting a little hectic, you can always take it back to the beginning to get ideas of new ways to go into this. With the ghost hunting type of thing is so mainstream that we've kind of got diluted into being mesmerized by electronics instead of the whole experience of going into that. So, like I said, we're taking it back to the spiritualist movement. Actually, honestly, I don't even know the latest, greatest electronic for ghost hunting.
Oh my gosh, Jake got something the other day. I talked to him, I was talking about him earlier. It was the Fife Paranormal. And it's literally some little disc with some, I don't know, I got to research it because I'm like, what in the world? And he's like, I'm so excited. It's supposed to help you with your EVPs and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my Lord, what have we become that when we first started out, you can use more basic stuff and then we got better stuff. But now it's like there's no end and there's these ghost stop shops and things like that. And that's fine. I think that's great. I really do. Any way you could get out there, but it's like you're taking the number one tool away, and that's you. So we want to get back to that. So that's why we do more of the Victorian investigations, especially the Niggers and Sneed. They're very responsive to it. So excuse us for that. Some of the stuff that, we like to do is the seances, the table tipping, things like that. So anyway, Ash, so that's where the theory of this show came to. It came from the Winchester house. And then we thought, you know what? I bet a lot of them guns were haunted, or they have been haunted. But we did have to dig deep because people really don't like to talk about this stuff. So some of the places that we found some information was actually in places that we normally wouldn't. Like I went on a gun forum. And I thought this was really cool, and I'll read you some of the stories. But tell us a little bit, Ash.
There's actually, when you try to search things up about guns that are haunted, or haunted guns, or ghost guns are actually, it's unregistered weapons.
Yeah, they take off the serial number. Like, I was like, man, I can't even,
So that they're actually untraceable.
Mm-hmm. So when you say ghost guns, that is actually a term that I guess policemen and things like that use.
The other term I tried to look up was Ghost of a Hunter, which is there's a death of a ghost hunter, which is apparently a okay movie.
An okay movie.
It's a 4.6 out of 10. It's a ghost hunter and her team stay in the haunted house for 3 terror-filled nights. It was released in 2007.
Actually, we used to have a friend, Carrie, who was like, you gotta watch that movie. I think it's on the Netflix. We can Netflix and chill and watch that, Ash.
Well, another one is that one of our former U.S. presidents, and they were talking about Lakeview Cemetery for some reason when you try to look up guns that killed famous people. It is, there's an ex-president who was known to have a conversation with his dead father. James A. Garfield, the 20th president of the United States, reportedly fascinated with the supernatural. In fact, Garfield, who would take part in seances to communicate with his dead father while in office, was said to have predicted his own death. Shot by an insane man in July 1881, only 4 months after being sworn in, Garfield was even reported to have identified the killer, the method of the murder beforehand. More puzzling, doctors were in fact there. Was the fact that Garfield lingered for 2.5 months before dying from the gunshot wound. Some say that Garfield's spirit had already left the body and had started wandering. It has been reported that wandering continues today. Some stories have seemed far-fetched, like one where the ghost partakes in a game of chess with other ones, and the tombstone, supposedly. Other stories have been proven to be true. In 1979, it was reported that a man identified himself as Garfield called the fire department to inquire about the fire on the grounds that had yet to occur. When a fireman mockingly scoffed at the inquiry, Garfield then said, "But I did not say that the fire had already happened. It's going to happen." 10 days later, the maintenance roof caught fire at Lakeview. That day, visitors to Garfield's monument reported seeing a brilliant force streaming through the air, and it was accompanied by 2 male voices laughing.
I wonder if that's him and Lincoln just getting it, just have a humdinger of a time.
Yeah. There's a lot more spiritualist presidents than we know.
Yeah, because
both of them got shot. Wait a minute.
Yeah. We really need to do just an episode on the spiritualist stuff in the White House. I mean, they really brought... I didn't realize, but when I was looking up some of the stuff, because I was looking up John Wilkes Booth's gun, or, Abraham Lincoln's, assassination, see if there was anything linked with that. And there is so much linked with Lincoln that I don't even believe that the gun, and then how people still believe that Booth got away, or Booth, or whatever his name is. So that's just crazy. The whole thing is a conspiracy, and it's just, we need to touch on that one day at the Paranormal Party. I think that would be really good. I didn't even realize all that was like that until somebody told me at one of my jobs one time. This was before we got into the paranormal, and I was like, wow, this is really fascinating. This is really cool. So it's really neat. Some of the, you were talking about also the breakdown of...
Well, there's actually an urban legend about the White House, that there's a black cat that always goes through when there's going to be a tragedy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on the steps or something.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Another search that I did was bullets having supernatural properties. because I was kind of digging up anything to do with guns, and it brought back to the Supernatural Wikipedia. The TV show everybody likes is The Colt. It was
I was thinking of that.
Supernatural revolver made by the hunter Samuel Colt, and also the Devil's Trap bullets. Their bullet version of the Devil's Trap, first invented by Henry Winchester. Then I wanted to look into where did the bullet come from, to see if in the Winchester movie the bullet was kind of haunted because he always thought of his wife when he had it, because the bullet went through him and they got it out and all this other stuff. But the bullet is a component of firearm ammunition, and how it's made is it's usually made of materials such as copper, lead, steel, polymer, rubber, and even wax. They're available in different words, and the word bullet is often used incorrectly in a coital language referring to a cartridge. The bullet is not the cartridge, but rather the component of one. Bullet sizes are different, like I said. Then, let me see. First gunpowder. First to use gunpowder in Europe was recorded in 1247. So we've been using these this long, and there's still, not that many stories about how they're haunted or this and another. A cannon appeared in 1327, and later in 1364, a hand cannon appeared.
I will tell you, if there's bullets apparently around a building of business, it means you're marked by a gang.
Supposedly.
Yeah, that's worth
the
a Google.
craziest shit I've ever heard.
I don't know. Grenady used to have a shotgun press thing. Did you ever see it? Mm-mm. Oh man, it was kind of cool. Anyway.
One of the things that the bullets are made out of, which I looked up to find the supernatural or the spiritual properties of the minerals, that type of thing, because they get really into that, is lead is associated with Saturn, the planet of consolidation, discipline, and patience. These qualities may not be exciting to some of the other minerals, but are essential for the soul's development. The ancient alchemists pursued techniques to convert lead into gold, symbolizing the soul's journey of evolution from material to the transcendent state. Lead blocks psychic energies, as well as being used on a psychic or physical level to contain and block harmful X-rays and radiation. Copper is another one that was saying is known to stimulate energy flow and enhance your psychic abilities. It's a conductor that will move energies to amplify your thoughts.
Maybe we should get you like a copper hat. Like maybe we can get a strainer that's copper and just let you wear it.
On. Maybe I can pull my hair through.
Oh my God! Like you're gonna get highlights.
Everybody thinks hair is spiritual.
It is. I got a story about that too, about the Indians.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll visit that one day too.
It will help you in channeling and communicating with higher dimensional beings.
Oh my God! If we're doing readings and you can't get a good one, will you put that cauldron on?
Yes.
Oh my God!
Copper can also ground and move a wide array of vibrational frequencies from the spiritual realm to the physical realm. Copper can also ground and move. Yeah, I already told you that. It will amplify your thoughts and send healing energies all over the body. I'll just give me a whole suit.
I'd like to see that.
Maybe that I'm red hair. Maybe the copper helps.
Oh Lord!
Yeah. It will also encourage you to achieve physical and emotional alignment, and will result in a clearer thinking and less aggressive behavior. It will also enjoy a boost in your self-esteem. When someone's feeling agitated, angry, or distraught, your calming energies will help them calm down as well.
Gosh. We all need those strainers that are
Yeah. It's a giver of goodness and positivity and a bringer of luck.
I believe you're right.
It attracts money, prosperity, and abundance.
Oh, like a penny. A copper penny.
I guess so. Oh. It'll sharpen your intuition so that you will know how you should proceed when facing financial crossroad.
Oh my Lord, because you're going to be counting all them pennies in that damn suit.
Copper is known as the love metal.
What?
Because it will help you open up to love energies and address any sexual imbalance.
Are you joking? This all copper?
Supposedly. It will also help you combat laziness. I swear I'm just going to sprinkle copper every damn where. They just...
Wow.
You got a problem? Copper will fix it. That's the damn thing.
That's what we're going to start like Windex. Mm-hmm. You just say copper will fix it.
Yeah. Healthy.
You put a little copper on it.
All that great stuff. And then it's saying use copper with different stones, amethyst, and all that crap.
Really?
Copper, nickel,
Man.
Steel is the other one. It's become more popular in jewelry, making it since it's so strong, durable, and affordable. People with